Obstacles are placed in our way to see if we are willing to earn our victory. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that's your obstacle. If you will just practice every day, be in the market every day, learn the nuances, follow the charts, practice trade all you can when you think you're starting to get good. Small dollar amounts, $100 worth of a stock, an ETF, to be able to accurately track, learn how to enter trades, how to put in good till canceled sell orders, all those kinds of things. If you will do that, don't worry about how long it'll take, because once you master the charts, you'll make up for every minute you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts. Everything a-booming today. Nothing up less than 1.24%. One thing up 7.3%. You can guess it. The first and the last respectively. Let's start with the first. S&P up 1.24%. Things again moving in the right direction. That telltale sign from green to red to green. Things moving up quite nicely. Like to see more volume here. Hopefully it'll get up to the average. But again, moving the right way. And of course, we had that interim low with higher than average volume, almost average volume with that little green spinning top, and then things took off. And again, price above the 2-day and the half-day. Of course, the one that looked the best was the NASDAQ 100. Of course, we had average volume there. We had higher than average volume with the interim low. Things turned around, up for the day 1.56%. Very, very beautiful, just ticking up on the 2-day and the half-day, zooming up in the morning, further up in the afternoon. By the way, Patreon members, we've put up for you yesterday, charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies, and three-wave trades. Enjoy. You'll find them at the Patreon site, and of course, we'll be emailing those two videos, plus our weekly vertical crossovers to you tomorrow night. Everything's always available at the Patreon site. Let's look at 20-year U.S. government bonds moving up nicely themselves, 1.36%. We had a doji. Of course, we didn't have an interim low with average volume. We had some nice volume the week before. Then we had a doji, a red doji for the turnaround, not the best turnaround signal, but things are moving up and in the right direction, 1.36%, booming up in the morning, just a little bit higher in the afternoon. What about gold? Gold continuing to, we've talked about GDX. GDX. That is the gold miners. It was a cleaner chart. You know, we saw it when it took off, and it took off so nicely. Boomed up, and then gold blew things off, but gold miners just kept ticking right back on up, sort of giving us perhaps some kind of idea as to where gold itself might be going. And of course, gold going up 1.28%, pushing through that weekly trend line on the 2 days, been through it on the half day for a while. And of course, as we close this latest 2-day candle, 4 days there, and of course longer than that here on the half day. So again, gold moving up, but is it going to go higher than the high? Is that going to be a ceiling for gold? We shall see, but it is a good day for gold today. We'll see how much longer that goes on. Now, this is interesting. Bitcoin, 7.3% up for the day. Had we see that coming? Well, it's not easy to see coming because we had that spinning top last week. Now, if we go to 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin and we look at where we are on volume, we don't have volume backing up that move. And 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin chart is up 7.17%. You can see where it started really ticking up in the morning. It actually flattened out yesterday evening and then really just zoomed throughout the day, starting in the, I guess, late last night. And then early morning hours at 5:45 just started booming and continues to do so. But it's led to what? It's led to almost a doji here, a green spinning top now on The Bitcoin ETF, we have a green spinning top here too. Bigger than what we see on 24-hour day Bitcoin. It has passed through clearly that down weekly trend line. We will see if indeed we're going to go long on Bitcoin at the end of the week, hoping Bitcoin was going to pull back for a while. We'll see what it's going to do as the week develops. We got 2 more days, don't we? And we'll see how this week ends for Bitcoin and where the charts are telling us it's going, if indeed they're telling us anything. I'm just afraid volume is not going to be of big help to us here. That is where we are on the charts. S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 banging up. We see 20-year U.S. government bonds up. We see gold perhaps turning around, but is it going to top its previous high? And Bitcoin might be on another yarn up. That is where we are, folks. Always love to hear from you, Patreon members. Thank you so much for your support. You're the backbone of what we do, help underwrite us here at the channel, and we so appreciate you. If you're not a Bitcoin sponsor, we'd sure appreciate your support. Remember, the things you support tend to stay around. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.